3.
What's up?
What's up, baby?
How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
What you trying to do today?
Pussy pie. But be spiritual as well.
As well, okay. A spiritual pussy pop.
Definitely.
My
Because that's
God.
who I am.
Oh my God. So, seriously. So we have a guest today.
Yes.
This woman is everything to me. I'm gonna
Definitely.
Say. You introduced me to her.
Yes.
Do you want to introduce yourself, Sonita?
No, I want to hear what you got to say about that.
Sonita is,
Yes.
what do we call it? Energy reader?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Do you like that title?
I like that one.
Okay, energy reader. And blessed, a gift, a real gift that I've experienced. And I don't look. This is my best friend, y'all.
Right.
And if she didn't have stuff that was good, if she didn't lash cold like these, you see, they kind of, she got to feel me in. But if she wasn't a great lash artist in the lash tech that she was, I can't promote bullshit.
Right.
I
That's
can't
real.
promote stuff. I don't care who you are. I might, be by your side and say, support you in a way, but I'm not gonna promote it to the world.
Right now.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Unless I really truly believe, and this woman has a gift, a
Definitely.
real gift.
A real gift. Yes.
Yes.
It's real. It's real. She said it's real though.
This is the first time I've seen Sonita since what? We was in college together. That's how we met. And we just followed each other on social media.
Okay.
And when I seen that she started promoting, like, she has a gift.
Yes.
And with me transitioning into just being spiritual in general, I was like, let me hit her up.
Yeah.
And that's exactly how it started. And she has been reading for me for now, how many years? On a consistent basis.
Okay.
Every 2 weeks.
Ooh,
Or a week. And if I look.
as often as necessary. We take breaks as needed. Right?
My breaks is good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
This one's a look.
Nice, healthy breaks.
Exactly.
This one a little different. You got a lot of work.
That's that Capricorn needing to know the end of everything. Maybe let life flow.
I know, and you know what? She told me that recently.
Just let life flow.
I'm working on it. I'll be needing to hear a couple things. Just a few.
I don't want to know nothing until my intuition is off the chain. I don't want to know nothing.
It's strong because I don't tell you anything that you don't already know. I just confirm.
And that's the thing too. That's the thing too. People don't realize about readings.
Yes.
A lot of times it's information you already know and feel.
Yeah.
But now I'm just bringing it to the light.
To the light.
To let you know,
Yeah.
you're right to be going in this direction.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
But I don't even give her any of that. Any
No,
of the
no.
backstory. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
no,
This is
I
a
know.
real gift.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Again.
I even want to I was glad that it happened the way that it happened.
Okay.
Can we talk about the way that I ended up reading Lauren?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So, she didn't hit me up from her page. Like, she hit me up from her son's page or somebody else's page, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I didn't have any type of background information on her out. You know what I'm saying? And I don't look at people's pages.
You don't do that no way. Yeah.
Right. So it was just for me to be able to pick up on her energy and to be able to confirm the things that I was able to confirm. I was like, that was low key like a little test, but I liked it. I liked it.
Yeah.
So it
But
was
see,
cool.
even in the midst of you knowing somebody's story, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get readings from her all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So she probably know a lot about me, as far as the background, and I talk to her outside of the readings, right? But she be picking up on energy of other stuff too, surrounding me. And will give me a backstory on that too.
So not even just you.
So it's not even just me. It's like the energy of the stuff around me.
Yeah.
To be careful for the energy around me.
Yeah.
In some
but it's
certain
still all
shit. You see what I'm
confirmation.
saying? Right, it's still all confirmation, but
Yeah.
it's telling me stuff around me that I wouldn't even picked up on. You see what I'm saying? So that's so dope to me.
It really is.
It's dope to me too. I love the confirmation for me in return because it's when you're gifted, it's not like you walk around with this chip on your shoulder. Like being gifted is actually a little bit more difficult.
Yes.
And that's what I was gonna ask you. You need to introduce yourself.
Girl,
You gotta introduce yourself.
okay. My name is Sonita. I am the energy reader.
Yes.
I have been reading tarot. For others, it's been about 3 years, but
Okay.
playing around with the cards for myself, it's been like 4 to 5 years.
Okay.
What got me into it was one thing, like I had situations in my life where I needed clarity,
Okay.
Okay.
and nobody was willing to give me the clarity that I needed. So I took a chance on, like, you know, I watched readings on YouTube. I like to read them in the newspaper or look it up on, you know.
Okay.
But to pull cards, and that's really like more like astrology, but it all kind of ties in.
It does.
You know. So I took a chance. I bought me some cards, and the information that I started receiving, I was like, no way, this is true. Like, but it was confirming things that I already had. Inkling that was already, you know, the truth. And until I started servicing other people, I was able to receive the confirmation back from them, like, yep,
Yes.
that's what happened.
Yeah.
You know, we did break up.
Yep.
You know, I lost my job, or I've even told, I've been able to, like, tell people, like, paternity.
Oh yeah, I know. I seen that.
Yeah, like, it was a situation where, you know, there was some infidelity in a relationship, and the woman really wanted to know if her husband fathered this child outside of her relationship. And it was my first time answering a question like that. The young lady was like mid-pregnancy, and it like weighed on me heavily until I received the confirmation. But she came back and she was like, baby, you have a gift. Because I had told her, you know, what the results would be, and the paperwork confirmed it, and she sent that to me, and she was like, you know, as long as you block out the name, I'm okay with you sharing it. And I was like,
seen that.
Wow.
this is such confirmation for me, because when people know you from like childhood or even from college, you know, the fact that you were willing to like give me a chance despite whatever your experience of me was in college, you know what I'm saying? Like, you like, you know, I don't know about tarot, but I'm gonna let her read my cards. And
You
then,
stay to yourself like I stay to
girl,
myself.
definitely.
I like that.
Like,
I like people that don't. You see what I'm saying? I don't like
everybody.
You see what I'm saying? That just ain't. I mean, you were you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I was me. So.
Yeah, and I think I have a better understanding of me now.
Yes.
And maybe why I was so quiet, because I was like reading the room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, you know,
Yeah.
I hear things and I see things, and it's like, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, and then with like the confirmation is everything. You know, so that.
And I was about to say something. I was gonna say that it's a gift and a curse, but I won't really say it's a curse because why I was gonna say it's a curse, right? Is because you could have somebody you love, and then you get this person is not for you, but that's not a curse. That's still a blessing, because anybody that's not meant to be around you, you want to get them away from you.
Yeah, definitely. That's real.
Like,
that's
it's a
real.
hard pill to swallow, you know.
Yeah.
And the cards definitely like to, you know, reveal those types of things. Like you said, the people around you, what their intentions are.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Part of being on a journey is cutting people off.
Ooh.
Definitely. That's important.
Walking away from things that you have invested so much time and energy into, and it's like, but I saw it differently. In my mind, it is another way.
Yeah.
Like, are you sure that this is how this has to end?
And it's time.
And I want to ask you a question. We're just gonna start. We're gonna end on the song that she suggested.
Okay.
We're just gonna keep going on because we have questions, please.
Ooh, okay.
Yes.
So I'm gonna start with mine, and then you go.
Okay. Let's do it.
So okay, energy reader is good, because I was gonna say, what what would you call yourself? What would you label yourself as?
I mean, like, my higher self is celestial centric, you know, and that's, like I said, my higher self. You know, that's like the person outside of me that I commune with to, you know.
So alter ego, low-key,
Sorta. You know what? And that's even a topic that's like, You know, because in spirituality, there's a lot of kill the ego, but the ego is there for a reason. Like, we need the light and we need the darkness. It's just harnessing the ego, you know, being able to control the ego and knowing when to, you know, pop off.
Yeah,
right? Because sometimes people need to be popped off on. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a level of respect that comes along with that sometimes. You know?
Yeah, that's
like,
real.
I'm not whoever you confuse me with.
Yeah. I'm not cocky, but I still know who I am.
That's real.
I'll
Real
go
shit.
there if necessary. And
Absolutely.
sometimes it's necessary, right? We don't always
Sometimes
have to be...
it's necessary to whoop somebody's
Ooh.
ass. Full ass. Bitch, I'm beating your ass.
Oh,
Okay.
Lord. Oh, no.
We know that. Sometimes that's necessary.
Sometimes, you know, depending on the circumstances. But, you know, the worst type of whooping is a spiritual whooping.
Oh,
so, you know, because them spiritual whoopings,
Yeah.
they hit a little differently.
That's true.
You know,
That's true.
that pain from being smacked or punched might heal in a couple of
That's
days.
gonna heal.
but
That's gonna heal.
them
Yes.
spiritual whoopings usually come in
Gonna
cycles
get
of
your
like
ass.
7
Yes.
years. Like, you go through something for like
Yeah.
an extended period of time.
Yeah.
Can affect your
because
offspring?
you're- yeah.
Ooh,
it
wee.
can. It can.
Ooh,
Oh
wee.
my God. Yeah, that's
Because when you
real.
said 70 years, that connected me like you can affect everybody.
Yeah, that's real.
Mhm.
That's real.
For real.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
deep.
very real.
Okay, so I'm finna try to whoop
You go with your
somebody ass
question.
in the spirit.
No, that's not what something
No,
is.
just play. That was a little joke.
That is
Ooh,
not
But-
what you said.
Little jokey joke.
Exactly.
When did you realize you had this gift?
Oh, I mean, I want to say at like age 6, honestly.
Okay.
Mm.
It was like age 6.
Okay.
I signed up for a life where I experienced a lot of trauma early on.
Oof.
Okay.
So, my mother, I was adopted, and my adoptive parents were older. They were like 70 years old when they adopted me.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so my mom passed away when I was 6.
Okay.
And 6 is one of those controversial numbers, right? Because 666 is like the
Right.
evil number.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It really is not.
But after she passed away, she began to visit me in my dream state. And it was like every night almost she came to visit me, and I would be with her in the dream state, right?
Yeah.
And it was like, it became so much for me to like, I experienced that for years, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't talk about it because like, it was special to me, but it was also like, you know, I grew up in a Christian household. So to say that my deceased mom is visiting me in my sleep is like, why you lying? You know, she's not coming to you in your sleep. You know, like maybe you're just dreaming of her, but she's gone. She's in heaven. You know, she's not visiting you.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. Like, okay, but it also became one of them things where it's like, it's not safe to talk about the experiences that I have, because when I talk about them, you know, I'm shunned, or I'm, you know, labeled as fibbing, or, you know, not telling the truth. Like, I can't prove to you that she's coming to me every night
She's
in my
coming
sleep,
to
but
you.
she comes to me, and she sits with me, and she comforts me. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to wake up and be here with y'all, because low key, I want to be there with her. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. 6 years old, I knew that something was different, because nobody else was like having that experience. You know, it was like, well, I wish, you know, they would come visit me, but like every night I saw her.
Really?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Wow. That's deep.
So,
okay.
so outside of being a energy reader, right? What else can you? What else does your gift allow you to do for people?
I'm a medium.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do communicate with the deceased.
Okay.
Which, you know, is necromancy. You know. I'm that's one of those things where I still have to go because in spirituality it's very important for you. Like if you're gonna reference anybody, it's good to connect with your people.
Yeah.
You know, like so for example, if you don't mind me sharing, like is it your
My
grandmother?
granddaddy
Your
came to
granddaddy.
you.
Granddaddy.
Yeah. I was gonna say that. Yeah.
Right, and you know, I was able to provide comfort for you, but his energy was one where my ancestors was like, okay, we'll allow him in, you know, to communicate a message, but sometimes, you know, energies aren't as welcoming. You know, they may be.
told me that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there are times where I have to turn people away and say, you know, I'm not going to be able to do this reading for you because, you know, my ancestors aren't allowing me to connect with this person.
Yeah.
So that is a gift where it's like I'm very selective with who. Yeah.
So that's so dope to me.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be emotional. Certain stuff is
Yeah.
really hits me in a certain way because if you don't mind me saying, you have to you charge us for, so that's how you know. Because for somebody, she could easily just say for the fee, because you should charge for your gift, but for your fee just and say anything. But you, even in your, it's not about the money.
Yeah. I can't do that's real.
That's so
real.
dope.
That's real. I called her. No, actually, I let her listen to it. And she instantly started crying.
Oh, wow.
Because I was getting a general reading.
Yeah.
I know I get readings all the time, I done said it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I was getting a general reading, and at the end of the reading, she brought up my granddaddy. And then I'm like, and I just started crying because my granddaddy just passed away last November. So he checking on his wife, which is what he would have done in the physical, in his physical being. Yeah. That's what he always did. So I was like, when she said that, I was like, oh my God, and I let you listen to it. So that's crazy.
It's amazing.
That's like, wow, that's
and you call those ancestral readings?
Well, that one wasn't.
Or like,
no,
that
was
wasn't.
General reading.
Okay.
So mediumship.
Okay.
Mediumship, yeah. You know, because generally people will come to you wanting to speak to someone specifically. You know. But what had happened with Fifi here is she was just getting one of her general readings. You know, she checks her energy out
quite often.
That's
you know. So we stay in communication. And while I was, you know, reading her energy, Granddad was just like, can you just ask about my wife, please?
Oh my God.
Check on my wife. And, you know, I just want to make sure she's okay. And I was like, is it okay if I deliver a message from Granddad? Because he's here. Yeah. And he wants to know about his baby. You know, he knows that this is heavy for her. And he loves you, but he wants to, you know, make sure that you stay
And he wanted
closer.
to make sure that we checked on my grandma.
Because she was like,
because my grandma acted like she a soldier.
She was like, I'm okay. It's okay. You know, I'm good. And she wasn't. And she didn't want to let you all down.
Right.
So she wasn't allowing herself, and that concerned him because, like, he's like, you know, she can't join me yet. You know, they still need her. So, you know, I need her to be looked after a little bit more closely. Yeah. And,
so check on my baby.
Yeah.
That's what he
said. On my baby.
I love that.
And it was received well, you know. So sometimes it's not received so well because it's like, people have disbelief, and if I can, you know, confirm something for you, you know, it may evoke a certain type of feeling that you wasn't necessarily ready to feel. Right, because she's checking on her, like, she's checking on, you know, relationship, business. Yeah. And it was just like, can you please relay? I hate to bother you. You know, I don't even really believe in this type of thing. But if you could just relay a message, you know, about my baby, I would really appreciate that.
Right, so this wasn't, and I want to make that clear too, this wasn't a reading about your grandfather.
Right, it wasn't.
See, that's
it was completely left field. Like, it was talking about whatever we was talking about at the moment, generally, and then that was at the end.
Wow.
And I was like, wow.
Wow. Okay, so my question was, when did you realize you had a gift? But you already said around 6, right?
Yeah, around 6.
Okay.
I dabble into some things at like really utilizing manifestation and law of attraction and things like that. About that was like a 10-year cycle for me. So about 10 years ago, I'm gonna be very candid. I was in a situation where I was homeless with two. So I was homeless with 2 children.
Okay.
And I didn't know how I was gonna secure housing. Like I left Chicago.
Okay.
Cause I'm back now, right? So I left here 10 years ago. 10 years ago, and I'm back. And it really was like 9 years, but you know, let's round it up to 10. 10 is the number of completion.
Yeah.
But and I needed a home. I was like, I had a little what type of car was it? It was a little car. Actually, my friend had blessed me with that car.
Yeah.
And me and my kids ended up living out of it.
Yeah.
And then I was staying with my nephew in his living room, and I started researching things like, I know I'm special. Like, I know I got something special in me, and I know that I'm not in this just to be in it. Like, I'm in it for a bigger reason. Yeah. So I started researching like manifest, because I had heard about these things, right? Manifestation and law of attraction, and I utilized it. And like literally with less than a month, I had a condo, I had a new car, I had a job where I had been like promoted to manager, like, and this was all like just believing, you know, writing things down a number of times, right?
Writing it down.
Like saying certain affirmations. So like I mirror magic, like it's so real. Looking at yourself and telling yourself who you are as opposed to who you've been told who you are, right? Yes. And I would tell and I had like cut all my hair off. I was really going through something. I had cut my hair in a fade, and it was just like I felt the energy coming through my crown chakra. It was like so crazy, but I had to speak life into myself, you know what I'm saying? And that hair was dead, that situation that I had left, where I ended up being homeless, like that was a dead situation. And I spoke life into myself and into my situation, and I saw the result of it. Yes. So I think I was like 24. I was 24.
And what's today, the 24th?
Is today the 24th?
It is.
Yeah.
I love numbers too. Numbers speak to me. Numbers send me messages that I wouldn't ordinarily pick up. You know, like angel numbers. And,
you were always saying that.
Yeah, always. Because a lot of times I'll end up doing a reading and it's like 11:11, and it's like that's definitely a message. Like, and then I end up doing the reading in some type of way, whatever the meaning of 11:11, it ties into what I end up telling you in the reading. So definitely numbers. Manifestation.
Yes. Did you ever use that same manifestation journal that I had got us?
Yes.
Really?
Girl. Yes, I did.
Okay.
And it really helped me through something I haven't even spoke about like candidly, but separating from something that was really bad for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And it was like I really needed the courage to, you know, and like my clients encouraged me so much, you know. And you just blessed me out the blue with that. Yeah. And then shortly after, I got another journal about business, right? About like promoting my business, and I started utilizing both of them, and they helped me to move, you know, because I was in Wisconsin. Okay. And I'm here in Chicago now, and I moved from like an apartment, and I'm in like a house. You know what I'm saying? Like, so definitely thank you for that. It really helped me. Also, my sis, Tagora, she gave me the business journal. It's like, I have so many ideas written down. And you know, and it's just like, you know? And even getting in front of this camera today was like, oh Lord, y'all, I'm nervous, but I'm going to do it, you know? So, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for the journal. I'm grateful for the exchange of energy. I'm grateful for the confirmation. More than anything. Like I said, I'm so glad that y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all linked up and you shared the information.
Yes.
It was like, Lauren was really going through something one
Yeah.
time. And it was like, I was able to, I picked up on things that was just like, you don't know me. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, you don't know me.
Right.
There's no way that, like, I didn't post on social media about that.
Exactly.
You know, you and Fifi aren't close enough to where she would have told you. And she was like, you know, I know that I'm headed in the right direction.
Exactly.
When I'm separating myself from right now,
Yes.
it's necessary. It's
Yeah,
necessary for my growth. It's necessary for me to be happy again.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
I mean, I didn't know you too well before, but watching the podcast and things
Yes.
like that, like, you definitely seem happier now than you did in the readings.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The readings, especially like how we originally started.
Clouded.
Yeah.
I was clouded.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that she was able to like me and her, we are best friends.
Mm-hmm.
But not only that, we believe in
The same thing.
The same things.
Mm-hmm.
So
Which
it's
is a
cool
little bit
when
difficult
you can,
for our family, but you know they'll
they'll be all right.
You know.
But it's cool that she is. You know, like we on a certain type of journey, and it's like to be able to listen and say, yeah, let me go do it too.
Oh.
Like I'm not leading you in no. You see what I'm saying? Neither one of us are leading each other in a bad way, right?
Not ever.
So it's
intent
like
is everything.
Yeah,
You don't
so
have
it's
bad
like-
intent for each
it's
other.
like it's different when you talking to somebody, and they like, well, how you know that's true? Oh, well, how you know that? You see what I'm saying? And it's like for us, it's like. No, you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, we get each other, right?
And
we
I
believe in the
low-key
same.
understand that too. And that's why I was testing Sonita in certain ways.
Right, like
I'll
you
be
said.
real.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm not, hopefully she don't ask me nothing
Right.
about
right.
myself because I'm not going to answer it. That's how I
Right.
started off at the beginning.
Right.
And then I'm like, this lady, oh my God.
My whole life. Look, Sonita know my whole life. If you a part of my life, she know you too. She know my whole life.
And that's not from y'all talking. That's just from her, the
No,
energy.
the
Yeah.
And what's around me. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
What may be troubling me. Or
Yeah.
what may, you see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Who knows what you picking up on? You
And
pick up
sometimes
on
I pick
what?
up on things that you're trying really, really hard just not to
talk
to deal with it. Like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't
So
need you
then
up to
the
talk about that. Like I really
Capricorn trying to control.
Sonita done checked me in a couple readings.
nicely though. Nicely.
And I'm like, okay, she told me in that one. All right, I needed that. I needed to hear it.
Exactly.
I needed that though.
Yeah.
Like what you have, and that's what I always say to you. Even I always let you know your gift is amazing.
Definitely.
You about to go with a question thing?
Even sometimes out the blue, I want to say that, and I appreciate that too, because there's been times where you just like you're not getting a reading, or you know, like you just like Sonita, you so gifted, you know, like
Out of nowhere.
I'm grateful for the energy that we exchanged, because I ended up going through something and it was exactly what you had prepared me for, so I knew how to combat what was coming towards me because I had been forewarned. So yeah.
That's real. That's
okay.
real.
I do have a question.
Okay.
So, is there anything that distracts you from your abilities or your gift? So, like, bad energy, maybe, like an example like that. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. So friends and family. I'm gonna just keep it all the way a buck with you. It's usually the people that grew up with you, or you know that you were born into their family who doubt you. You know, and they don't want to believe that you're special because they're not special.
Yeah, I see.
You know, sometimes gifts they skip generations.
Right.
I can't help that I was chosen, you know. But definitely like when the people that you surround yourself with, you know, because you'll have people that you know want to tell you that this is devil worship.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a question I got for you.
Yeah.
That this is devil worship, and that
What you say?
I'm gonna go to hell.
Yeah.
And I've had people send me like, oh my goodness, like long like sermons about you know where I'm going when I leave here, and how I wasn't brought up in this way, you know, but those the same people.
Oh, we.
That needs your help.
Yeah, that end
Thank
up
you.
in my inbox, or you know that, like that status that I put up. You know, if you really go into yourself, if you focus on yourself, the creator, because we like to put names on what this energy is, and we like to assign a gender to it because it's like it's a man, it's a woman, and it doesn't have a vagina or a penis, so you know it's neither, right?
Exactly.
But when you go into yourself and you tap into your higher self and you really are in tune with the creator, you know, you'll receive benefits that others don't, and they try to figure out, you know, how you got what you got, and they swear that you sacrificed them or you put a spell on them or you did something negative or you did something to.
Sonita, I'm very comfortable. Look, you can the people that inbox you talking like that, just send them to me. I'm very comfortable cursing these people out. I'm sorry because look, I done been called the devil and all type of stuff, and it's not. You know, people think. Look, I'm not an atheist in any way, shape, or form. I know that there's a higher power. Look where we at. I'm just not gonna subscribe to anything. I'm spiritual. And I'm comfortable saying that.
That's real.
Camera. I'm very comfortable saying that. I don't look. No. And I grew up Christian.
We
You know what I'm saying? I grew up like that. And I want to keep going because I have a question for her regarding it. Hey, girl, why do I keep doing that? Okay, I keep doing that. I'm tripping. Do you have your question? Because you haven't asked one.
Yeah, I was gonna go.
Because I do have a question.
I was gonna piggyback off of that though, and it's like, like what kind of energy cleansing do you have to do in order to always help others? Now, I've talked to you in the midst of having to cleanse your energy before. So, like, what do you have to go through? Like, what do you have to? Because it's hard dealing with a lot of energies. It's tough.
Yeah.
What she has is amazing, but she's always picking up on a lot of energies. It's one thing to have like. I feel like we have an intuition as women, right?
Right.
But it's different when you gotta figure out everybody else's stuff.
Oh.
When people are coming to you. And you able to tap into theirs.
Totally different.
Full on, that's deep.
Baths are very necessary.
Okay.
Utilizing cleansers such as like salt, you know, something as simple as sea salt can. It's very powerful. You know, you can put some sea salt in your bath. You can put a bowl of sea salt out, you know, just to cleanse the energy of a room. But cleansing is necessary. Very, very necessary. Also in covering your head, you know, so people have a lot to say about wigs and things like that, but it's very like, despite the fact that it's somebody else's hair, or even if it's like synthetic or whatever the case is, covering your head.
Don't wear synthetic hair, y'all. I'm just playing. Not the wig.
But covering your head is so necessary. Like covering my head, you know, putting on a scarf, or you know, I know, you know, certain people are, you know, the movement against bonnets and things like that. Having the head covered is necessary when you're empathic and you pick up on energy. You know. Carrying protective amulets and crystals and things like that, you know, cleansing your home regularly. Sometimes having to turn down money because the energy is so negative or is so, you know, messy that, you know, my people, like, we don't even want to.
Get your ass away from me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be one of them ancestors. Get the fuck away from me, bitch. Get the fuck on. Get the fuck on. And then damn, my ancestors, she said, get the fuck on.
Exactly. I can't do it. Sorry.
Hey, y'all ain't gonna lie, that money ain't working no more.
Hey, right.
Get with these hood niggas and these niggas with guns and this. I'm like, nah, it ain't working for. I'm done with
And
this.
I had to
Not good
learn that
one.
the hard way. So it ended up being like the client wanted to talk to his deceased sibling, and it was she died young, so she was like 9 years old, and she refused to leave my home. She refused to leave my home because I have children of my own. And she wanted to stay and play. And, you know, they weren't calling on her. You know, they weren't lighting candles for her. They weren't leaving out offerings for her. So for someone to acknowledge her, you know, she was like, no, I want to stay. And it was hard for me to have to say, no, baby, you have to go. You have to go back. And thank you so much for joining me. But it took me about a month of hearing her playing on the steps and playing with my kids, and my kids like, you know, is my was somebody crying, or, you know, was somebody, and I had to, you know, banish her from my home because, you know, it was, like I said, ancestors, they appreciate you leaving out a glass of water. They appreciate a candle. They appreciate, you know, you saying their name. You know what I'm saying? Like, just simple things like that. Like, acknowledge me. I'm around you. Like, you heard me whispering your head.
Exactly.
You felt me rub your head.
No, you felt that, so we ain't all gifted like
Sometimes they do, though. Sometimes you do.
They might be in you.
You felt me sit down on the bed. You was in the bed by yourself, and you felt that.
That little,
I
see what you're saying.
I always say hi to my granddaddy, but that's because I got a big picture as soon as I come down my stairs, and I say, hey, granddaddy. But I say that every day because I got this big picture.
That picture there.
So and something as simple as that is a ritual, right? But we associate such negativity with rituals and
that's what you're saying. Yeah, people do
working. You know, and then a lot of times it's because people do use it negatively.
And that's what I wanted to add. That's what I wanted to say too. Because, and like I often tell Christians, that there is you can do evil or good with whatever gift you have.
That's real.
Or whatever thing that you're learning.
Yeah.
You can do evil or good with it, because there's plenty of men that did, what was that show we watched on Netflix?
Which one?
And the man had all those little kids marrying him. The little girl. But it was because he was a Christian.
He was a Christian, yeah.
So what I'm saying is, and I'm not talking about Christians in any way, shape, or form.
And they gave their babies.
They gave their babies away.
Because that's what he said, though.
I'm not trying to.
He abused certain things.
Absolutely.
Like you just
said.
Like you just said.
That happens a lot in religion. You know? So, I mean, a lot of people aren't happy about this spiritual movement. But I'm my religion. I'm my spirituality, because we're often taught to tune into something outside of ourselves.
Oh, right.
And the most important person to me is me.
Right.
We're taught to seek guidance and things like that outside of
ourselves. The most important thing, and I've learned that from talking to you, talking to her, talking to you. Because it's so important to love on yourself and to do
Because how can I give you the best me if I'm not?
If I'm not me, I can't do it. I can't. No.
And it's embedded in us oftentimes, you know, from childhood. You know. And oftentimes we're the most gifted when we are children. Right. And they shun that, you know. And they, like I said, I was told that wasn't happening, you know. She's dead and she's not coming back. She's not visiting you. And it was like, wow. Okay. You know, okay.
Yeah.
But all of us are gifted. We all have intuition.
Right.
We all have something special, different, some type of, like, you know, the people that feel pain in their knees when it's about to rain, or you know, just
that's always something. Yeah, that's true.
We all have
that's true.
Gift, you know.
Yes.
So it's about tuning into yourself and finding out what your gift is.
What your gift is, absolutely. Childhood stuff. We talk about that.
We are going to talk about
trauma,
that because that's real.
Very.
That's probably why my throat chakra is so overactive right now, because I can talk now. Whereas when I was a kid, you see what I'm saying? I was told
be quiet.
You have learned you will
stay in a child's place.
Yeah, but not only just that, like just to be quiet. Period. You're doing too much. So that's like, okay, you grow up as thinking like, okay, let me stop. I'm doing too much. I'm doing too much.
Yeah.
Until I learned that
too loud.
Fuck everybody else, and I'm gonna do too much. That's how I feel now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And it's probably on 150% right now. But I'm a respecter, and I love who you are. Period. So
but that is something that was, that childhood stuff.
And we had to deal with that.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've had to deal with that. We've had to have some uncomfortable conversations.
Definitely.
Yes.
And I've had to say, okay, sit down and quiet your mind.
Yeah.
And channel your childhood self and apologize to her.
Yeah.
Write a letter to her.
Yeah.
Tell her that it gets better.
It gets
Yeah.
better.
It gets better.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's real.
Yeah.
Channel that energy. You got a question, thing? Because I got like 5.
No, you can go to it. You can go to your
Okay.
to yours.
So, since we had this conversation, right? What would you say to a person, particularly like religious people, who say this is evil? Because I've dealt, look, I done been the back, and I want to know how you approach it, because I curses people out a lot of times. And I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I really want to,
I don't.
because it's not.
I don't feel the need to explain myself anymore.
Yeah.
I don't feel the need to try to make you a believer. I'm not like you. I'm not out here trying to convince nobody of nothing. Either you believe or you don't. I had somebody hit me up for a reading, 2:00 at night, well, in the morning. I want a love and relationship reading. My ancestors was like, not tonight.
Yeah.
Not tonight. She's in the heat of whatever didn't happen.
Okay.
And first of all, we don't need you picking up on that, because you was sleeping peacefully. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I don't even have notifications on my messenger. You know what I'm saying? So when Mita woke up, like, her energy was very strong, and it was just like, not tonight. And I had to take a bath after just receiving that message, because it was so heavy. And then when I hit her back up, in the morning, she was like, I'm scared.
Scared of what?
Scared to get the reading.
Oh.
Girl.
Well, it's not my job to convince you.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I didn't read your energy last night, because you don't know if you believe in this or not.
Exactly.
Yeah, yep. That's real.
So
That's
if
real.
I would have, gotten up out of my bed and picked up on your energy and told you what it is and what it ain't, you feel me? And you not even a believer.
Right.
You don't even believe that this is what it is. So when you not scared, hit me up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was a lady at the park the other day, and she began to, speak on what her beliefs was, and I just walked away. And she was looking so, like, taken aback.
Yeah.
I don't care to have this conversation. Excuse me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I bought me an icy from the lady at the icy stand, and I walked past her on my way home.
Yeah.
I don't care to indulge.
Yeah.
And that's something I had to learn over time, because I used to try to make a point, and
No
You
point.
don't need to do all
Oh, that's a good. That you can use that for anything in life.
that. Yeah, that's true.
She's gifted. When you know who you are, I'll say that. When you know who you are, why am I trying to convince you?
Why am I trying to convince you? That's real shit. Real.
That's not my job.
That's real.
The people who need to hear it will hear it.
Yeah. That's
For
real.
those who have ears, let them hear.
Yeah.
And I won't even say that I was so this is what's so special. Because I'm trying to figure out who I am, because I'm not gonna say that I believed in this beforehand. But real is real.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And it is what it is. Now I know who she is.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I want to say I believed in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or looked into it previously. I didn't.
Yeah.
So just with her saying this lady, she's good. Like so she let me hear your stuff to her, and I was like, oh, wow. Okay, let me try it.
It's deep.
Deep, exactly. Let me try it.
Deep.
And it was really, really deep. So I won't say I was a believer beforehand, but people have to stop having that Taurus spirit, that bull. Exactly.
Yeah. No, that's real. That's real.
Seriously. And that's another thing, real quick. So
What?
do you tie astrology to any of this at all?
I do. I'm not an astrologer, but like
You a Gemini.
yes.
What's
but
your
the
zodiac
energy
sign?
does.
I'm an Aquarius.
Okay.
I'm an air sign.
Okay, air sign.
And you're
A Capricorn.
a Capricorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course we said
Cancer.
that already. Cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why the energy is so good. Because
Yes.
it's a balance.
Definitely.
Because Gemini, they have two sides.
Yeah.
Capricorns are right with Aquarius. Cancer kind of has, my sister's a Cancer. So I have a Cancer in my life, a Gemini. But like she'll text me like, your energy, are you okay?
Yeah.
I don't, because as Aquarius and Capricorn, it's like, we kind of like, you doing that? Alright. You know, we don't really say much.
That's very true. That's
Okay.
very true.
We don't really, I don't like to dump on people. You know, I like to go with the flow.
Yeah.
Especially.
Well, not her.
Well.
I've been trying to teach her that.
I goes with the flow.
No, you don't.
I do. I've been learning that.
But it's important to tell people. Our talk on the way here was
Okay.
2 ways to handle a situation. You can tell a person or you can do something different. I think it's important in friendships to be able to say, I didn't like when you did that.
Oh, yes.
Definitely. No, that's true. That's real.
I think that's important. But okay, so if you say that, then what's next for the friendship?
Right.
Because sometimes when you say that, that can be the end of the friendship because the
True.
person doesn't want to hold the accountability.
Oh.
Right. But it depends on who you friends with, though. And that's true.
It depends on who you're friends with, but sometimes you just like with her, you know, it takes a lot for her to say something. But I appreciate when she calls me on the carpet. I'm not really concerned about other people, but I want people, because Aquarius, we have a really, really bad rap. Like I was reading something on social media,
Okay.
and they were really going in, like they was like, oh, they don't like their kids. They don't. I'm
Oh,
like, hold
no.
on. They was like just really going in, and I had to go on there, and I'm like, wait a minute. Sunday is my reset day. I can't spend Sunday arguing on the internet about a zodiac sign. But I'm combative like that, and I'm like, hold on. They like, oh, they got favorites. I have 3 kids. I love them accordingly.
Well, I'm a
Okay.
Cancer and I have a favorite.
Do you?
You do.
And I love my children. I love them.
But is your favorite your middle child?
No, my favorite is my youngest. She's a Capricorn.
How many kids do you have?
2. But my stepson, I hate to even call him step. That's my, because I'm not married anymore, but it don't matter. That's my baby.
So
He's
you
20
you only have one.
No, 2. So I have a stepson that's 22,
Okay.
and then my son is 17, and my daughter is 10.
So she has 3.
3.
And that Virgo is mentally ill. He's sick, man.
Do you have a favorite?
Huh?
No, I don't have a favorite, but they all provide me with a different type of
Mm.
love. And I have 4.
Okay.
Okay.
I have 4. So they all are just very different. Like the oldest is the mama, and the baby totally takes advantage of being the baby. You know?
Yeah.
But they all provide me with something different.
Something
Okay.
different, yeah.
Yeah.
I just got one, so.
So you have a favorite. I mean, I don't know. I was just, you know, we have to be careful what we take in because I found myself being real defensive about a zodiac sign.
Okay.
Early in
Okay.
the day. Early. And then the lady deleted the post. She was like, she deleted the post because she had healed from being hurt by an Aquarius. And she's sorry for people who were enjoying. It was a long bash. Like they went in. They
Dang.
said that people are not really there for. You have more people at your funeral than you. That's how far they went in. And I
They
just
was
was
going-
like,
Dang.
they really went in today. And I'm like, they like you treat your family this way and you be there more for your friends, but you really. And I'm like, I've had my moments. I'm not gonna say I've
Everybody
had
do
my
that.
moments.
Yeah, everybody do.
But I just couldn't agree with it. But I had to like, hold on, let me get up to brunch
This
so he
my
pour me a
reset day.
mimosa because I will go there because I
Yeah.
have that type of time, and it's
Mhm.
like it's not about a zodiac. We do this zodiac comparison, but we all have individual choices that we can choose to handle situations, and I just
Absolutely.
felt like everybody love their kids.
Everybody.
Like,
Yeah, that was random.
Yeah.
That's
you
so
got
random.
to be weird to be like a whole
Yeah.
zodiac sign hate their kids.
That was sick.
Yeah.
They was hurt by an Aquarius. That's
So
why.
they ran across an Aquarius and they was really hurt. I mean, I've heard stories about the guys. I know somebody. I mean, the guys are something different. I will say that.
And I do think gender affects, not affects, but it does.
It's different. Like the
Yeah.
Capricorn woman versus the Capricorn male. I've dated a Capricorn male, baby. the women are like that, but the men are just they go getters, they tunnel
are.
vision.
Yes.
It's like
I love it though.
it's not good in a relationship because they not consistent at all.
My descendant sign is Capricorn, so I resonate with Capricorn energy. And honestly, I'm not an astrologist, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't necessarily like the stereotypes that come along with, being a Gemini, or, sometimes the energy does come up in the cards and I'll address it.
Okay.
And I've been like, oh, who's the Leo? And you're like, oh, that's my ex-husband. Or, who's the, and sometimes it'll come up in that sense.
Who's the Scorpio? Keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
or the Gemini or Aquarius.
Right.
Yes. But, yeah, so astrology is not necessarily my niche. I do pick up on the energy. It is very important and it is useful. I'm more of a numbers kind of girl.
Numerology.
Yes, I'm more of a numbers type of girl because the universe speaks in numbers and numbers are infinite and sometimes words can be limited. Right?
Oh.
Yeah.
So I receive messages from numbers that I don't often receive from what a person is saying. And I've learned to sometimes for example, somebody sends me a text message, right?
Okay.
And the energy of the text message is coming off a little snappy, right? But then maybe I'll zone into the time that they sent it, right? And then I'll look up that angel number because I'm always calling you all on angel
Yes,
numbers.
angel numbers you
all
What
the
does
time.
that mean?
Yes.
Right? So then, I'm looking at the energy surrounding the situation.
Okay,
And I know
yeah.
that your issue is really not with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So I'm
right,
going to
right.
handle you accordingly.
Yeah.
But if I hadn't looked as deep as to look at
If
the
I had looked at that,
time,
yeah, that's true.
right, I'd probably pop back off with you because, like I said, that ego and that darkness is necessary
Yeah,
sometimes. And
Curse you the fuck out.
it's not always good to match energies, but sometimes it's good to let a person know that,
This time.
I'll grab Chanel if necessary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whomever that person may be.
Definitely.
You'll find out when she gets here.
Yeah.
And who
Yeah.
told me about numerology?
It was somebody.
Marquise,
Oh yeah.
the beautiful, what's her name on IG though? You know her real name, and yeah, we know Brittany, but on social media, she introduced me to numerology. I got a book on it.
Yes.
And it
Yes.
still kind of low key tapped into astrology.
Because
Yeah.
it's all connected.
Yeah,
It's
but
all
the time
connected.
you was born, numbers once
Girl.
again.
Yep.
So okay, that all
But
makes
see,
sense.
it all still makes sense though. That's her name. Yeah.
Betty Boop. So BEDDIEBOOP_.
Yeah, she had.
She
some-
introduced
She's a
me.
numerologist.
No, she's not. But we were in the sauna working out actually at
Okay.
Export, and I was talking about astrology. We were just having a personal conversation about each other's personal life, my situation, her situation, and I said, "What's the zodiac sign?" I always want to know.
Yes, that is a question.
Well, what energy am I dealing with?
Yeah.
Like seriously. And she was like, but have you looked into numerology? And I went and got a book after that. You bought the book?
Yeah.
She brought me the book after that. I said, and it's still
You're
all
so
kinds of
resourceful
She
when
is.
it comes down to like books
She
and
is.
journals. And
Yeah, I be. Yeah.
She is.
Girl, you have such a I don't know, like very kind of like artsy. Like even when you
Yes.
did the review for my box, it was very like professional. I was like, can I share this? Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
she did the bath and
Yes.
it was beautiful.
Yes.
So that's
Yeah.
definitely a niche of yours, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She alright.
Girl,
I'm
fuck
just
you. Girl, and this is every day I curse her the fuck out.
She does.
Do you ever curse your best friend out? Cause I curse mine out every fucking day.
I know.
She's
I
a
like.
bitch.
She
Every
never-
The
day.
most they get is, when the energy is real high, you might get a bitch. You know? You're like, oh, you serious, huh? Bitch,
Right.
okay, because
No,
that ain't
it's
even
every
no
fucking day for this one.
You know,
every morning.
And I would
call
kill,
her a bitch.
I would kill
That's
somebody for
sick.
this one.
Ooh.
I would kill somebody for this one, and she knows that. But she remind me like a female Bernie Mac.
Ooh.
Why do you want to hear that every day?
I don't know.
I wake up every
I don't know
day.
if I like toxicity or what is it.
I wake
love
up
it.
every day. I be happy. I be happy. Then I call her. I say, "Hey, Thay, hey, beautiful," and she be like, "What's up, sweetie?" And I say, "Fuck you." Now you just fucked up with me. Every day.
No.
Oh, we talking about all
And I
that.
had to call you on that in your last reading.
First,
I I said, you know what? I just said that sometimes you get a bitch from me, right?
Yes.
So in the reading, I said, now, don't take this the wrong way, and I hope that we are there where I can say this to you. But lately, you've been a bitch. You've been a bitch lately.
And I had to agree with you because
I'm not liking this energy.
I'm not liking this.
Actually, I'm
Burst of sage.
gonna need to get off this
That wasn't
reading
enough.
with you and go get in some water with some. I even told you, look, baby, I gotta cleanse. So let me wrap this up because I need to get in the tub.
Wait, if she got to cleanse after talking to you,
And she was like, you know what, Sonita, you're right. I have been a bitch.
It was bad that week. I had a bad week.
Okay.
I was a bitch to my coworkers a little bit because T was like, "What is this energy?"
What is this energy?
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad for a second.
And that was new for me because you come across real.
I love you.
Oftentimes it's about like the business. We want to know what's going on with business.
Yes.
And if it comes up, then let's touch on relationship. I'm not necessarily I'm not in a relationship. I'm not looking for a relationship. But if it comes up, but she's always wanting to know, where is my career taking me? What can I focus on? What can I heal?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, right now you can stop being a bitch because
thank you.
we don't like that.
But
we don't like that energy.
I'm telling you, I had to clean that.
She's like, you know what? I understand, but before you do that, can you tell me what I can do to help this energy? Because yes, I have been a bitch, and I was like, okay, well either I can do it for you or you can do it yourself. But this is what you can do. But it needs to be done ASAP. Okay? Because I need to get this stuff out of my home as quick as possible.
I don't like being in the space of not
knowing.
No, not knowing though.
Okay.
It was in a space of not knowing what to do in that moment. Okay, so not knowing, but I didn't have the desire to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like being in that space where I don't even have the desire to figure this shit
You
out.
ain't even got a desire to stalk. That's a lot for you to change that. That's a lot.
I'm gonna find out what I'm gonna find out.
Clearly.
Ooh.
But
Even if she gotta come to me to do it.
Exactly.
But I'm in the space of not. I didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen. So, and this was around the studio shit. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's like, but I also didn't have it in me to figure it out either.
And
I didn't know.
Heavy reading when it was like, okay, I see something ending.
Okay.
Right.
And it's in the sector of finances. It might affect your abundance. And she was like, you know what? I really don't want to talk about this, but today is, my last day at my studio,
And it was just done.
Yeah.
And it was done. So I didn't even, but I also didn't have it in me to figure out what's the next step. So I was in a bitchy.
So she decided to be a bitch.
We got into it a lot. I was angry. Yeah, he was angry.
Yeah, fuck y'all. Like, it was a lot of shit.
Ooh.
But it wasn't me trying to be like that. It was just like, I don't know what this is. Because I know
And I don't like it.
I know I'm a problem solver. I'll figure it out.
Definitely a problem.
But
resourceful. Didn't I just say
Yes,
that?
yes.
Resourceful.
But I didn't feel like it. Even in this space right now. Me just telling you when you came in. I said,
I didn't know where I was
I'm
coming.
sharing this, and I'm like, I'm cool with it. I'm like, for now, it is what it is, because I don't have it in me. But what I needed to do was say, it's okay to not have the answers right now.
That's why we in the space we in with all these different religions. Look, I am able to tell my children,
I don't know.
Yeah.
just say that.
We can
That's
find
how
out
I
together. My kids
Seriously.
teach me so much.
Yeah.
Did you know that Google was a number, actually?
Wait, really?
Google is a number. It's like a really, really big number. I just thought Google was a search engine.
Yeah, me too.
My daughter told me that
Wow.
Google is a number.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a number so big that it's Google. And think about all the things that you can search on Google. It's infinite.
That's true.
It's
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
wow. Okay.
That's
And your child taught you that.
My child taught me that.
See,
right
yeah.
when we grew up in a society where we teach the children
And that's it.
say what they used to say, do as I say, not as I do.
As I do.
Yeah. What the fuck is that? You
What we
dumbass bitch. You.
Wait. Man, come on now.
Okay, sorry, y'all.
And we learn from
But
what
it's
we
like,
see.
come on.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And I've said that
Shit,
before.
sorry,
How would you gonna tell somebody, oh, you know, cause somebody I know, I'm not gonna say no names.
Okay.
Please don't.
Somebody I know said that they told their children, you need to be an entrepreneur. Don't work for nobody. I said, well, how is that possible when they're watching you work for somebody? So how are you showing your
Preach,
children
baby.
like they're only seeing what you do on a regular basis, right? How are you going? I don't like working with. I don't like working for nobody. And I said, but okay, so fix your situation. How are you telling them?
And there's
to
nothing
do
wrong with
something?
workers, because even as entrepreneurs, we need people to work for us.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
but
The entrepreneur works
Should we do
harder
a
than the worker.
Yeah.
The boss.
That's
the
the
boss.
most
If you a
definitely.
real boss, like y'all, we should have a boss podcast. And
Look,
me
let's
back.
do it.
Yes.
If you a real boss, because I've been a boss for 19, going on 20 years. I own a business.
Yes.
I own several businesses. You're gonna work harder than the workers because you have to protect your image. You have to protect your money.
Promote your
You have to
Yes.
promote your image, protect your image, keep your money coming in. Everybody want to be a boss, but don't nobody understand that the boss is a worker.
Yes.
I'm a
Yes.
boss and I work.
And I work.
And I create.
And
Yeah.
I create. And
you wear so many fucking hats.
Yeah.
As the boss.
As
As
the
the
boss.
boss.
sometimes I don't want to be the boss because guess what? Tomorrow's Monday. If I drink tequila all day, can I call off? Absolutely
Exactly.
You can't fucking call off.
She'll do
Your
that.
ass gotta be
Not. Can I
at work.
have one tequila?
She'll do that. She'll be
Yeah.
out and she'll meet someone and they're exchanging information. They're like, oh, what do you do? And she's like, oh, I work at a daycare.
Yeah.
She's
Work
the
at a
owner
daycare.
of the
You're the
daycare.
owner.
But
And-
she will tell
I just want
some
to
men are
Well,
intimidated
just know
about
she a boss,
strong
but
women.
look. Yes.
You know, so she's gotten a different reaction, which
Absolutely.
is why she does that.
Right.
If she says I own a daycare, then there's a certain type of energy that comes
Yeah.
from that. But if she says I work for a daycare,
Okay.
then it's like, oh well, I want to fund you. I want to, the
And
title is really
the owner will
important.
take the funds too.
Yeah,
The owner will take the funds too, but when you're the owner, they don't view it that
they
way.
won't.
They
Some
won't.
people
Exactly.
because you're the boss.
You don't get the energy. The independent woman is undervalued.
Mm.
But the thing about it is, okay, so the independent woman is undervalued. It's a little off topic. But the bottom line is this. If you're not an independent woman and you're a dependent woman, you're not respected. If you're an independent woman and you got all of these businesses and you're doing all of these different things, you're intimidating to the alpha man. I'm an alpha woman. Dating an alpha man is a challenge because an alpha man wants nothing from you, but he also wants a woman he can control. He can't really coexist with an alpha woman unless he really, really wants to. He has to really, really want it because now you have two power. You have a king and a queen. We all talk about we want this king and queen energy, but you don't see too many people like Michelle Obama say we're a team. How can I be winning and he's losing? See, you don't see the society wants this toxic power struggle.
Yes.
You put together two powerful people that are both making 6 figures, that's 12 figures. Multiple streams of income, that's money.
That's
We can't create that amongst ourselves because there's a lot of independent women out here, there's a lot of independent men out here that are really doing it. But they don't want to get with the woman that's right where they're at because they got to talk to her nice. You got to talk to me
You got to talk to me differently.
You got to talk to me nice, baby.
And that's where it all comes down to balance. I love the word balance
Yes.
because I can still create income, right? But still know how to be, because the strongest quality of a woman is her femininity. in my opinion.
Yeah, that's real.
Yes.
So I can be a woman of all women and still.
Okay, and
Do
let's
Let's
talk
on that.
about something about that feminine
Okay.
energy. To be in the feminine energy means to be in a receptive energy. Because as a woman, typically we receive, right, we take it and they give
Right,
it.
and they give it.
They give it, right, and we take it. So a lot of women operate more so out of a masculine energy, especially when they are bosses, right? And one of the things that we had to learn me and my good sis over here.
We
We don't need to announce
Yes.
that we're a boss. Our energy speaks for itself.
Definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
And sometimes we end up in those power struggles because we feel the need to, how do I want to say this? To, I'm a boss too, right? I don't need because I have created and I know how to get it out the mud if I need to. And that used to be
That used to be my energy.
Yes, that used to be the interaction before we started tapping into our feminine. I think that was where the tactic of I'm not the owner, I work there, because she humbled herself to be able to attract a certain type of man, right? Because although she's an alpha woman, she knows that she wants an alpha male. Even if that means that I have to tone it down a little bit to be able to attract what it is that I'm looking for.
That's
I like
right? Because sometimes the problem is us. It's not always
the man.
Yeah. Not even just the man, the other person.
Person in general.
Even in friendships. Even
check
in meeting
yourself
ladies.
first.
Yeah, that's
before
real.
you get in this energy of trying to tell somebody else what they need to do. So that's another, to piggyback on that question, I have to check myself sometimes.
Yeah.
I have to say, you know what? Your energy ain't right today, Sonita. You don't need to be reading nobody. Because you'll see where I go weeks without.
I know.
Without,
because you always ask.
And some people, I'll have to let them know, like right now, I'm not doing readings. I'm focusing on myself, because
and
that's
that's
in
when I
the
check
midst of
in.
the storm.
Yeah.
I can't guide you.
I can't
I can't give you the roadmap of how to make it through if I'm weathering it myself.
Absolutely.
I'm no good for you right now.
Absolutely.
And I have to know when I'm in a space like that. And even with my good sis or with my clients, it's just like, are you okay? I'm alive. I'm still alive.
I'm still alive. Right. I'm still alive.
I'm just, and that's why I have to post a picture or something, because I know people be concerned, right?
Yeah.
You ain't posted in about a month. Is everything okay? Can I get a reading today? Or
that ain't happen often though.
No.
It happened one time.
Yeah.
And I can remember.
And I think I was journal after that.
Yes.
Because I was so linked up that it was like, I'm going through something. I'm not in a place where I want to share it, but I'm not in a place where I can assist you right now. So what I need you to do right now is to pray. Meditate more. Don't depend on me. Go to the source for yourself. And when I'm available, I'll let you know, and I'll confirm some things for you. But right now, I'm not in a space where I can help you.
Yeah.
And then I received that journal, and that's why I'm so emotional about it, because like I said, when I'm ready to share my whole story, I will. But I was in a tough spot.
Yeah.
And she didn't give me a forewarning or something. It just came in the mail, and she checked in with me like, did you get the journal that I sent? And I was like, girl, thank you so much. You just don't even know what I'm going through. And I started utilizing it.
Okay.
And like I said, shortly after, the universe blessed me with another journal that was like, okay, you need to get serious about your business, because what you're going through right now, the reason why you had to put your business on pause, the reason why you had to put yourself in a corner, you can't keep going through this. You gotta fix this in order for you to be able to assist others in fixing their situation.
And can I piggyback off of that? I know I'm not.
But you need to come pull up a
Girl.
chair. Because you're going to have to shed them back.
Come on. For her to tell me the things that she told me, but it was already happening. I don't even think I asked you about a relationship.
No.
Right. Not going through the same thing. That's what I was going to tap in.
Okay. I wasn't even asking about a relationship reading at this point. I was asking about where I'm going to be, because I know I'm starting my business, my boutique. Mirage.com.
Yes.
But I was asking you about my boutique, and she said, for some reason, I'm seeing a firepower. I don't know, like it was a shooting. And anybody knows my ex-husband was shot 5 times.
Yeah.
I didn't tell her that. And she said it solidified the way you were feeling about your marriage. It already solidified what you were thinking.
Yeah.
And the way that shooting even happened, he was around people he wasn't supposed to be around, but I ain't gonna go that.
Oh,
right.
And that was another one of those situations, and that's how spirit works.
Yes.
You can come to me and say, I want to talk about my career, right? And your career can be going smooth, but your relationship is all jacked up.
Haywire. Yeah, that's crazy.
And just like with your granddaddy, it's like, okay, I can tell you what's going on with this, and I will, but this right here, your ancestors want to talk to you about this because you seem to be
and that's
not picking up the bigger picture about why this has happened and what you need to do.
Yes. Let me just say this, I don't never go to Sonita. I do from time to time go to her for love readings, right? But I go to her for general readings.
Yeah.
I need to know about my career. I need to know, but certain shit just
slide on in there.
Where the fuck did you come from?
I'm here, and I know you see me, but since you don't want to address me, I'm going to have Sonita bring it up to you because you might listen if Sonita say it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And she still be mad, but she be like,
I be blue a little bit.
She be blue. She don't.
But I always tell you.
Yeah.
I be like, okay, that was a hard one.
Sometimes she won't respond to the next day. And I be
that was a
like,
hard one.
I hope that wasn't too much. And then my spirit guys be like,
it was.
You said exactly what she needed to hear. And whether she liked it or not, she did not know. So don't feel bad about being honest.
Absolutely.
I love your honesty. That's something that everybody don't get though from people.
And I struggle.
I love it.
That was a question of mine. Have you ever been in a position where you didn't want to say what you were?
Yeah,
all the
pause
time.
in my voice.
Sometimes, even with this one, I can't, because y'all know I like to do record. I'll send you a voice record.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can't even say it. I gotta type it out because
it's the pause in her voice. She does it because it's the surreal truth. It's like you gotta be able to handle the truth.
Are you ready?
Are you ready to handle the truth?
But
And what you gonna do
say?
with the truth? Because if you get the truth, if it say on June 16th, don't do this, are you ready to listen? Or are you, cause see, I fought against the grain for a really long time. I fought.
She does too.
So why you pointing at me?
Because you do.
Because you do. You do.
No, I don't. I always
I fought so hard. I fought so hard, and we talked about king and queen energy.
Her spirit guys is so tired of her.
They
be like, okay, you need to get the car fixed. F that ninja. The car
was so broke. It's like the car was like broke. The car about to kill me, and it's like I'm
the
like
car is on his last leg.
I'm like,
you want to hear about this guy?
This nigga. No, can you please take the car fixed before you die?
You gonna kill somebody? Please.
That's
Take
not
the car
funny.
to the mechanic.
This is not funny, but this is the truth. We gotta get to the real. But I remember in the beginning it was king energy. Then it changed, and it kept changing, and it kept changing.
But it also was because I'm a boss. I'm a boss. I'm not a boss no more. I can go on a trip. I can take you on a trip. I can take your kids on a trip. We can all go on a trip. That was her energy at first. So that's why it was so hard for her to get past.
I'm humble now.
Energy.
Yeah.
Energy is everything, but at the same time, you gotta learn to walk in your purpose. So yes, if I meet a person, I work over there at TLC.
And you gotta be able to take a correcting. Like you don't like what I'm saying.
But it's the truth.
But you know I'm not lying to you.
Yes.
Definitely. And
you know I'm not pulling this shit out my ass. Like, this is the fun part.
This is the fun part.
I don't know Stephanie's number.
Hey Stephanie.
Hey guys.
Hey girl.
Hello, Stephanie. This is Felicia.
She's being a bitch, Stephanie. Don't worry about it.
Felicia, I love you.
Oh, okay. I appreciate it.
Girl, you better stop being mean to my friend. Okay, so
you're a whole vibe.
Exactly.
Yes.
So she's here. Her name is Sonita.
No,
yes, this is good. Celestial centric, right?
Celestial centric. Yes,
Celestial centric on IG.
Oh, can you take us off speaker or whatever you got us on? We echoing.
Echo.
Let me see. Hold on, let me check. Give me one.
Stephanie.
Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Yes, girl. Real quick.
Okay, perfect.
Would you mind snapping a picture? I mean, this isn't necessary, but to get a more accurate answer, can you snap a picture of yourself and send it to this number right now? I really just need to see your eyes. That's the most important part.
Oh, my eyes are beautiful. Hold on. You need like a live one or like a
Sagittarius.
Let me see them ass, girl.
And she just love her so much. Now let me tell y'all about my best friend. She don't let me have friends, but she got so many friends.
You are a liar.
That sound like my sis.
She's lying.
I said, oh my God, I can't be friends with my coworkers, but you friends with your coworkers?
I have
this
one-
shit is sick.
I have one
This
coworker.
shit is sick.
Sis be like, cut them off. Cut them off.
I haven't had coworkers in a long time.
Block
I have
them on
one
social
friend that
media.
loves
Cut them
job.
off. We waiting for that picture, Stephanie.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Okay.
I have one friend at my job, and that's her. That's it. And you know that. So stop.
And her coworkers like to fuck with me in particularly.
Ooh, we.
Oh, I know that's your best friend, so now I'm finna fuck with
She's
her.
making that up, Sonita.
It's the Capricorn thing.
What?
It's
Why?
the devil. It's that devilish energy.
And what's the devil card that's connected to
There's
that?
a devil card. The devil.
But what is the zodiac sign connected
Oh, the
to?
Capricorn. Yeah, Capricorn is the devil.
Look, I'm light and dark. Look.
Hey, look, I don't even know. I shade to that because I accept the light and the darkness.
I
Yes.
ain't gonna let them do you like that.
Right, exactly.
Aquarius, I'm right
Did
behind
you send
Okay, I
it?
just sent the picture.
Right, you
Send
said
the
that
picture. Okay, show me the picture that Stephanie
Okay,
sent.
pull it up.
And then
I
Show her the
sent-
picture.
while I'm
I'm at the
looking at
pool,
your
guys,
picture,
so just be
Stephanie, I'd like to know your question.
Here goes there she is.
She's pretty.
Oh, she do have pretty eyes.
Okay.
Let me see. What questions do we have?
Make it a good one, girl.
Well, what do you see?
What do I see?
I'm just super intrigued. Lauren knows me a little bit, so she knows what I'm about, but I want to see
But
what
I
you
don't want
see.
to talk to Lauren what you're about. I want to pick your energy up from the cards, though. So what is it that you are looking to, like, it's like something that you're calling in or manifesting, you're working on bringing something into fruition?
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you see work-wise for me?
Work-wise, I see you walking away from something in hopes of starting something new, and it's something you're going to do by yourself.
Okay.
This is something that you're very passionate about, but it's going to cause you to turn your back on something else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Lauren knows about that. We just talked about
That's
it
crazy.
literally last week.
That's
yeah.
why I'm like, I just covered my mouth. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. We literally just had this conversation on Thursday.
So you have a fear of maybe you don't have enough knowledge. There's a fear of going after whatever this thing is, and Spirit is saying, like, you're not ditzy, you're not dumb, you have the ability to bring this into fruition. This is like that energy, like, don't talk about it, be about it. Like,
Right.
that energy of you know, like,
Comfort.
thinking about it, and like,
Yeah.
it's time for you to come out of that energy of thinking and time for you to start acting, because I see you've been thinking about something for a long time, and you're not in this like immature energy. I feel like you're very mature. I feel like you've given this enough thought and effort, and now it's time for you to act. It's like, go. That's the message that I have for you. Go. Like, move right now.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly what I was telling them, that I'm too comfortable. I think it's the comfort that I feel safe in. So it's like kind of just getting out that comfort zone that I'm just like, I think I'm good right here,
You
though.
have a fear of walking away from this thing because you've invested so much time and energy, and we were just talking about this devil energy. Whatever fears, whatever is telling you, like, well, maybe you need to do this first, or, you're thinking about the worst case scenario, like, that needs to be like the energy that you cast away. You cast it down, you block it out of your mind, and you say, you know what, I can do all things, that I put mind, effort, and energy into, and whatever this thing is like, you're gonna be successful at it. You just need to put some effort into it.
I'm saying it. Yeah. I'm putting my 2-week notice on Tuesday.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And I also see that you're going to do whatever this thing is. You're going to be recognized. You're going to be very lucrative. The owl may be significant to you right now. Also, I feel like this is going to bring in a lot of abundance, a lot of financial stability for you. So definitely go after it. And whatever this thing is that you're walking away from, like, that's like, there's no regrets when it comes to like what's in front of you as opposed to like what you had to walk away from. I also see like somebody, like, there's a man that really loves you.
No, that's my husband. I can't shake him. It's been 6 years. He's still here.
And you guys may be experiencing a little conflict right now, but that's outside energy. Spirit is saying, like, pray about it. I do see this being like a healthy and successful relationship. It's just a lot of negative energy that's being exerted towards you. Also, be careful with the people that you're communicating with. Like, you don't want to share your good news with people who can't resonate. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you
Right.
have a lot of good things that are going on around you, and maybe the people around you can't resonate with that. Like, maybe they don't resonate with that happiness or the fulfillment that's coming in for you because you've done the work, right? You deserve
Right.
whatever
Right.
is coming to you. And people around you they're haters. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever this thing
Right.
is, you don't have a lot. Like, you feel like, oh, well, it's just a small, but it's like, it's time. It's time. This is going to blow up for you for sure.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And I think that's basically the most important part, just family and work is really all I care about,
Yeah. We
And
were
I
just
think what
talking
you said
about
is just that
bosses. I
assurance.
get that boss energy from you. Like, you're going to be the owner of something, or you're going to be the one calling the shots. Definitely boss energy coming up for you.
Right, right. Oh, that's awesome. Ooh, I love this.
Yes, I just
Anything
want
else?
to get a
Anything else? You just said everything I wanted to hear.
oracle card for you to close it out. Just like some encouraging. A personal issue reaches resolution. Prosperity lies ahead. Didn't I tell you we're going to be very successful and very lucrative in whatever it is that you decide to do? So definitely, like, do it because it's going to pay off in the long run.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Steph. I'll see you soon.
I love it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
Have a
baby.
good weekend.
Bye-bye,
too.
Stephanie.
Bye. Bye, Felicia. Love you.
Bye, Felicia.
Is you okay with asking your question, Cameron?
Oh, I don't care.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know what question I had.
Oh, okay.
It was probably gonna be general.
As usual.
Yeah,
As usual.
I don't even be having
Per
specific
usual.
questions.
Adjustments are required.
There you go.
So, what you want me to do? Cleanse my card?
Yeah, cleanse your cards. Just
Okay.
remove any negative energy that may have attached itself
Any negative energy that has attached itself.
to your cards.
To my cards.
In the process
To
of
anything.
production.
Yes. In the process of production.
Okay.
We're gonna cleanse all of that out. And now,
And I'm
this
going to
new,
use these
my
cards
energy
to
is in this
provide
motherfucker.
clarity.
Yes.
Yes, and
Clarity.
only the utmost honest truth answers.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, cool. So I guess we're gonna start recording whenever,
You go.
and then you can ask your question.
Be ready.
So
Go
we'll
ask your
close it
question.
out
I don't
with
have
your
a question. I just want general,
Just
you know.
general energy.
Yeah. What you think about my general energy?
Yeah,
You know,
since
I'm
I haven't tapped into your energy in about a week.
In about a week.
About a week.
That's it.
Let's
So
see what we
what's
got for
going on with
Stevie.
me? Yes.
Oh, I see you're like not in this energy of focusing on love at all.
Definitely.
Don't care about the love.
But I just said that I
But
needed to take a break a little
Still kind of, thinking about the past a little bit.
bit.
Trying to figure out what happened.
No.
Yeah.
Stalking.
No,
What
I'm not
happened?
stalking nobody. Dang. You know good and goddamn well I ain't been stalking nobody.
I don't.
The bathroom. But I see you coming out of this. I don't see you being in a very bitchy energy. Although you've been a little TT, you turned up today. I really see that you've kind of closed out. Like, you definitely put some water on this fire that was ignited by this bitch, right?
Okay, yes.
You've been communicating a little bit better. I feel like
Yes.
effective communication.
Yeah.
There are some concerns about finances.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe have you not had like a whole lot of clients since you've been over here, or people don't know?
No, I haven't because I got limited days now.
Okay. But it's gonna change soon. Finances. I do see something changing. Something is significant about 6. This is your energy, Devil, Capricorn energy. So this is
Big cap.
tapping into maybe something that you didn't want to do.
Okay.
but it's gonna assist you in becoming more financially abundant.
Okay.
This is like right now you don't see something as a resource, or maybe it's a pain in your butt, or it's inconvenient for you, but this has the ability to bring in abundance, but you're so in this devil energy that you're not looking at it clearly.
Okay.
And you're kind of like overthinking it to the point to where you see the negative side of it more so than you're able to see that this does have the potential to be abundant.
Okay.
So it may require you to maybe get up earlier or stay open later, or you know what I'm saying? It's some adjustments that need to be made, but when the proper adjustments are made, the abundance is
coming.
Yeah, it's gonna become more regular.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if I'm picking up anything else. What's the celebration coming up?
I don't know.
Something will be celebrated soon. So even if that's just y'all going out and having a good time, but I feel like this is also the energy of like, let your hair down. You know,
That's the energy I'm in.
We going to Houston again.
In November.
Coming up.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
Scorpio.
Yeah. So this ending that you felt like it was an ending, but it wasn't really an ending. It was more so redirection.
Okay.
So just like make the necessary adjustments.
Okay.
Because this can benefit you a great deal.
Okay.
I'm seeing like, and I don't know if lash technicians make this, but 6 figures, maybe that's the significance of 6. Like, are you manifesting 6 figures or something like that? Or there's a potential like celebrity clients. I remember we talked about that.
Yeah.
Like, you have the potential to bring in as much money as you believe. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can bring it all in, but are you willing to make the necessary adjustments? You know what I'm saying? So are you going to take an appointment after hours? Or, you know what I'm saying? Are you willing to travel to a person? You know, if they cover your, you know, if I pay for your travel, will you come to me as opposed to me coming to you? So just making adjustments.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Or do you have any questions or anything at this point?
Nah, it sounded like my reading was good this time.
Yes, can you please pull a card from your deck for the...
Wait, so how
And
am I
watch.
supposed to do it?
Okay, well, before she do that, oh no, you can do it. But I want to ask you: are you able to read the lady in the back?
She wants to come
She
over
wants to. That was one of the people that. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
you go ahead, pull from your deck.
So I'm just supposed to pull around?
Yeah, just shuffle it or whatever feels comfortable. You could cut the deck and pull from that or whatever feels natural to you.
Okay. We don't see.
Girl, I'm always encouraging people to read their own cards.
I don't know how to do it.
Girl, you don't know if you try.
I know. And you told me. And you sent me a deck before.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just supposed to pull it?
Yeah, whatever feels natural. You can shuffle until something flies out or...
You're looking at them.
Yeah, don't look at the messages.
Don't look at something. I was about to say that, but I'm like, let me shut up.
This is the message for me.
She barely can see though, but go ahead.
Oh, Lord.
And then she talked. Then she said, "Oh, it wasn't bad this time."
And that's why I love Sonita. She's so real with you.
I don't know how to shuffle.
Yeah, she loves.
Yeah, just cut it open and pull a card.
Oh, you can't be my spade partner.
You know how to cut the deck?
You could do it in 3.
So what you trying to say?
I'm just saying.
What you trying to say?
All right, that's the one. What is that?
Seeking cosmic consciousness. Just kidding, but seriously though. So seeking cosmic consciousness.
What does that mean? Cosmic.
I think that's like a higher
Universe. Your higher self.
Yeah.
That's what I look at. That's what I feel like when I read that.
Yeah. Tuning more into your higher self and
Okay.
trusting, you know,
That.
the new ideas and, you know, like trust your gut. Like something might seem like outlandish to one person, but it could be like the
Right there.
$1 million idea for you.
Ooh,
you know
that's
what
true.
I'm saying?
Yep.
And I'm definitely picking up on 6 figures. So.
Yes.
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 I love that.
Yeah, I do too. I received that message.
Do you?
Cursed out last time a little bit.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Lord.
I just was being a little bitchy.
I want so Diddy to be like that though.
Yeah,
Tell
no,
me
I love
what
it.
is.
I love. That's what I'm saying. It's always real shit.
But I appreciate how she is though, because some people, like my ex-husband, for example, did not like to learn from anybody. He thought he knew everything. And but in the midst of, I wasn't ready for that. But go ahead. So I can appreciate that. Because
I don't be ready.
I'm not ready for it, but go ahead. I need to hear it, and then I'll catch on later. Like, I appreciate that.
And that's why I've learned to, like, if I don't get a response today after the reading, I'll check in tomorrow to see.
Oh, Lord.
Was it received well?
Yes, it was received.
She talks about you all the time, so.
I do. I love Sonita.
That's my baby.
Thank you so much.
All
Thank you
the
so
time.
much. It's off the chain.
What's she doing?
Where she? Oh, did you let her know? She done what I wanted to?
Yeah, she does. She walked out. So that's why I want that, then we can end it. You know what I'm saying? But again.
So don't be scared.
Right. But she said no, she was into it. She was into it.
So do you have a question, or you just want to see, like, general energy, or?
I do have a question.
Okay.
So there's like a situation we're currently going through,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm kind of like, I don't know if I should just keep letting it be or take action.
Definitely picking up on some friction. So you turn a blind eye, or you turn away from things that are obvious. You close your eyes, or you turn away, or you don't bring a lot of attention to things that may be bothering you that this person continues to do. And these are things that are outside of you and this person. Like, I feel like this person isn't, the effort that they are putting into other things, they could put it into your connection. And instead of you speaking up on how you feel about that, you kind of just turn a blind eye to it, is what I'm picking up on. Does this have to do with finances?
It does.
It does. Right. And so what I'm picking up is you're taking on the responsibilities while this person is maybe giving to another, or choosing to spend their money otherwise, while you're being a responsible one taking care of the business, right? And instead of you speaking up, you close your eyes, or you look away, or you don't want to cause conflict, so you just take care of it. I don't know. Queen of Pentacles. You carry the load of the financial responsibilities. And there she is. Do you see both these women are closing their eyes? She's turning her head and closing her eyes, and the other one's just closing her eyes. So you literally don't address it, or you don't give it the attention it deserves, because you feel like you can handle it yourself. And if you can handle it yourself, then what is the purpose of this person being there?
It's a tenant situation.
Okay.
So it's like, get violent or let the courts deal with that. And
Uh-huh.
I'm like, let the courts deal with that. I'm just not going to push, because it's going to take away from my energy, come to work, doing what I gotta do.
And this is causing you to have to spend additional money. So if the incentive of having a tenant
Oh yeah, that's
is to do what? It's for you to have income,
Right.
for you to make money. But I see you spending money,
Yeah.
and you're taking the boatload of the responsibility, while this person is literally spending their money on something else. It's not that they don't have the funds to be able to do it. They're spending their money elsewhere instead of being responsible and taking care of their responsibilities.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at. It's been like a burden. Like, I can't get her out. I don't want to forcefully push her out because she has kids. So So I'm like going to court. But
You
I'm
need
like,
to bring
this court is
attention.
gonna be so long.
You need to bring attention to this situation because this has the potential to cut into your responsibilities for whatever your finances go towards, like family or, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you're too patient in this situation. You're like, oh, I'm patient. I'm just gonna, I'll roll with the punches, or I'll figure it out, or I'll take care of this. And it's like, you need to bring attention to this situation. Like, have you taken it to the courts, or you have?
Yeah.
So are you like, what is your question exactly? Like,
should I continue to be patient, or should I really push force and not wait for the courts? Like, I feel like
what you need to do is you need to collect documentation. You need to take pictures. You need to keep text messages. You need to have proper documentation. I don't feel that you should be forceful in pushing this person out, but I do feel like, and I want to hear back from you, because I want you to confirm that you did end up winning this. But I feel like if you become forceful, then it's not going to end well for you. But you need to hold on to all documentation, like that, and like emails, text messages, pictures, receipts. Hold on to all of that. Don't engage with this person as far as like arguing, or don't go back and forth with this person. But I do see this ending well for you, as long as you have the proper documentation to prove that, you know, this person did whatever it is that, you know, the issue is. But I do see you coming out on the winning end of this. Just like I said, make sure you hold on to all documentation and things of that nature. And don't spend any additional money. At least not right now while you're going through proceedings. Like, anything that you spent up until this point, or, you know what I'm saying, like, make sure that you're taking pictures if you see that this person isn't respecting your property or things of that nature. But I do see you coming out on top if you let the courts, you know, handle this. And especially, like, I feel like this person has the potential to provoke you. Like, maybe they want to engage with you, but don't do that.
And that's definitely the hardest part. 'Cause I'm like, I'm trying to build something, and I can't let somebody take everything from me.
Yeah, and this person, it's not a matter of them not having the ability to do so. They have other things that they rather do, and it's maybe you're very passive, so they're like, I'll pay that bitch, you know, whenever I get it. Or, you know, they're just kind of like, I got it, but I don't want to pay my rent. You know what I'm saying? They have it, they just choose not to pay. And you going to the courts was the best decision, but you're definitely going to need documentation. For sure. And I want to hear about it when your court situation, or, you know, get them put out or whatever the case is. But that's what I see. Definitely all documentation is like good documentation. You know what I'm saying? Take pictures, hold on text messages, hold on, even if you have like recordings, you know, just hold on to that stuff.
I've been trying to.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. Like, I'm never going to tell you anything you don't know. I'm just going to confirm things for you. So, yeah. You're welcome.
We gonna end it right now.
Yes.
Girl. Kiss my ass.
We gonna end it right now. So, Nita, do you want to give out your whatever social media you want to give out?
Yes.
Sure. So my Facebook, you can find me on Facebook. Sonita Brown, Sonita Brown, as in the color.
Yes.
On IG, I am Celestial Centric Goddess _ I think it's shared on the What in the Universe.
Yes, we shared on that.
Yes.
We did.
Yeah, I don't want to try to spell that right now. But definitely hit me up for personal readings.
Yes.
I look forward to it. I'm so grateful to have been invited here. This has been such a great experience.
Girl, you've been a blessing.
Yes, for me.
You've been a blessing.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I love y'all.
I love you too.
Love you so
And you know, I get my readings every
No, we're not gonna talk about it no more. So we help y'all, and we thank y'all for tuning in. We gonna tag her and all this, okay?
Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
See y'all. We out.
Thank
You want to go out on your
pussy popping on a motherfucking handstand in this bitch. Bye, y'all.